The 2026 midterm season is upon us, whether we're ready or not. I'm ready. Voters at the polls for primary day in Texas, North Carolina, and Arkansas. Ed O'Keefe joins me now from Austin. He has been following the hotly contested Senate race. Ed, take it away.
Major, good to see you. We are at James Tallarico headquarters in Austin. As you can see, it's a work in progress here. They let us in about 18 minutes ago, and our great crew quickly assembled for you so that we could talk to you about the fact that they've seen record turnout already in early voting. We're still assessing what the turnout has been like so far today. There have been some issues in Dallas and Williamson counties with some confused Democrats on where exactly they were supposed to vote. One of the things Anthony and his polling unit has been doing is assessing what Republicans and Democrats are looking for as this midterm campaign season begins. And one of the findings of those polls among Republicans is that they still expect loyalty to the president. We talked to a handful of Republicans across the state. Listen to two women we spoke with and what they think it means to be a Republican. Do you think being a Republican requires loyalty to the president?
Well, yes, it requires loyalty to your president if they're Republican, and it requires not being an enemy, really, of anyone, because, you know, it takes compromise and it takes working together to get things done.
What to you does it mean in 2026 to be a Republican?
Being a Republican, it is supporting the MAGA agenda. And MAGA is not necessarily just conservative values. I think it's common sense values that would really apply to any party perspective. I mean, when you put America first, it does mean just that.
So it means total loyalty to the president?
Well, not total loyalty to the president, but certainly his agenda, which is America first.
You ask questions of Democrats, what are they concerned about as this midterm campaign season begins? They're looking for accountability with the Trump administration. They want to check on what's going on at the White House. They're also being driven out to the polls by concerns about immigration policy. Listen to two younger women we met at a UT Dallas rally held by Tallarico late last week.
Immigrants built this country, and James is standing up for our people. You know, he's talking about ICE and that mean masked men, running our streets. And I feel like being here, it's definitely one of my biggest motivators, to have a voice for people who can. It's really important.
Which would include your parents.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know anyone who's been caught up in any of that stuff?
Me personally, I don't want to say too much about that.
Fair. That's totally understandable. But it affects you.
It does really affect me.
And it's driving your desire to be out here.
100%.
I'm not a fan of ICE, and I just like that he's wanting to fight the billionaires and fighting for the little man.
So economic concerns.
Yes.
And immigration.
Yes.
Sounds like.
Yes.
Has there been study here on campus?
Yes.
Has there been any concern about fellow classmates and ICE at all?
Yes, I have friends that are here, and their parents are immigrants, and they are the most patriotic people that I know. They love America. They love Texas. They love that they're able to fight and be able to be what they are here.
4 of the Texans participating in the kickoff to the 2026 campaign season. Major, as you know, polls will be closed across the Lone Star State by 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. We'll start going over the results then.
Indeed, we will. Ed O'Keefe, thank you very, very much coming to us from Austin. I want to turn now to CBS News election law expert and his election law expert, David Becker. David, what happened in Texas today? What happened in North Carolina? We love to talk about Election Day as a day to watch the process play out. How's it played out so far?
Yeah, so far it's a great start to the election season, it seems. We are seeing very high early vote turnout. We still have to see what happens on Election Day. As you know, in Texas, most of the turnout occurs on Election Day. North Carolina, still a significant amount of the turnout occurs on Election Day. So we'll see what happens there. Very few problems so far. Ed had mentioned the high turnout. He mentioned there were problems in Dallas County, Texas, where the county Republican Party had demanded a change from what had been traditionally done in Dallas County and in much of Texas, where they had what's called vote centers, where voters can go to any location within the county and get a ballot and cast it. That's what voters in Dallas County and in many counties in the state are used to. But for the first time, they switched back to precinct voting centers where everyone had only one place to go. And that has apparently caused a significant amount of voter confusion throughout the day, again, at the insistence in this case of the county Republican Party.
But overall, a generally smooth process in Arkansas, North Carolina, and Texas, so far as we can tell.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, that's about the only problems I've really heard about. Texas had been transitioning over to a new statewide voter registration database system, and there's always challenges when you change systems like that. They've been phasing it in over time and working on it, but I have not heard of many problems that resulted from that over the course of the day. That's very good news, and it is very good news also for what we might see come in November.
Exactly, and that's because election workers do the job. David Becker, thank you very much.
Right. Thanks,
Please
Nick.
tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. I will be anchoring special primary night coverage right here on CBS News 24/7. That may or may not be of interest to you, but it's kind of interest to me. I'll be here.